Welcome back to ELN. I'm Brianna Eck with an update on This Week in Sports. Well, ELN students from New England won't be happy to hear this, but Patriots quarterback and Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady has been suspended for 4 games in the Deflategate scandal. An independent leave investigation found that it was more probable than not that Brady was generally aware that the footballs were being deflated prior to the AFC Championship game. The Patriots were also fined $1 million and stripped 2 draft picks. Brady and the Patriots can appeal these sanctions. Now, our Justin Beagle just introduced you to Elon Baseball's most adorable player, but this weekend, Justin also got a look at how the team is stepping up to the plate to fight childhood cancer.
Latham Park was buzzing Sunday afternoon, and it had nothing to do with the baseball game.
Like, literally because of Elon Baseball. They were helping kids beat cancer.
For the last 3 years, Chase Jones and volunteers from the Versus Cancer Foundation have come to Elon and given players a fresh cut, all raising money for cancer research.
And that's not just a feel-good story anymore, but it's the truth. Kids are having better outcomes to beat this thing because of what this baseball team's been able to do in the past 4 years.
Now, while I don't necessarily need a haircut for some players, it's a long overdue.
Sophomore pitcher Chris Hall went 6 months without a haircut and says with a new do, he may need to adjust his uniform.
Gonna need to buy a new hat. I mean, can feel the breeze on my head now. It's a little cooler, but definitely need a new hat.
Other players were sad to see their lovely locks go.
You know, it was I've been putting a lot of work in it, so it's sad to see it go. But it is for a good cause.
While the haircut only lasts a few seconds, Coach Kennedy and the players know there's a lasting impact.
It means the world. It teaches them a lesson that, sometimes in baseball you worry about yourself so much. I got to get a hit, I got to do this. Well, you know what, in the real big scheme of things, we're not very important. Let's do what we can to help others.
And while other players adjust to their new looks, Hall is already prepping for next year.
Probably going to do it again next year, go another year, try to not shave it again at Thanksgiving, we'll try and go a full year.
Justin Beagle,
I think it's still short.
ELN Local News.
Elon currently leads the nation in money raised this year with $34,000 and has raised more than $43,000 in the last 3 years. Now our Zora Stevenson is in the studio with more in sports. Zora?
Thanks, Bree. With Elon's big move to the CAA, I sat down with some student athletes to see what they thought about their first year in the new league.
I am pleased to announce today that Elon University has accepted an invitation to join the Colonial Athletics Association. A big day for Elon.
On May 23, 2013, Elon announced it was leaving the Southern Conference and entering the Colonial Athletic Association. Now, close to a year later, some of Elon's athletes reflect on their first year in the new league.
We grew a lot over the season and realizing how different the CAA was from the SoCon.
Athletes describe the biggest difference between the SoCon and CAA as physical.
A lot of big guys in this league, and each team is physical in their own way. And I think it might have surprised us early, but we adjusted.
So far in Elon's first year in the CAA, there has been 7 individual conference champions, 2 athletes of the year, and 2 rookies of the year. Women's track was the first team to win a conference championship for Elon during its inaugural year.
And I'll tell you what, the young ladies really knew.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Zora.